When you first get up in the morning, the idea on what we're going to do here is to be this person that attracts energy towards you, to allow and to enable the body to do that, to enable this magnificent self all the way down to the center of your being to attract people, energy, even whatever it is, any kind of source energy out there. When you get in touch with yourself, and you're totally in harmony with your body, you're totally in focus, now you can connect. Now we can connect. And so this, if there's one thing, the preeminent, majestic, most important thing in yoga, if there's one point I ever want to stress and want you to remember the most, is that getting in touch with your inner most central being. Excluding, relinquishing, obliterating, well, maybe not obliterating, but okay, totally getting everything else out of your mind. And so now that's what we're going to do today. We're going to embark, into that mode. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come from a position of Sukhasana. Now we're going to ground the knees down a little bit like this. We're going to feel that we're connecting with our glutes and back. So where sit bones are, we're going to lengthen from the small of the back, put the hands in back. If you lift the hands in back and connect. Clear your mind. If you're at the gym and you're looking through the people coming through the door, if you're looking at the person on the universal machine next to you, bring your mind back to what you're doing. If you're looking at your kitchen, if you're looking at the TV, bring your mind back into yourself and visualize, release the hands, visualize that light beam that goes up, connecting with the universal and the stars. Imagine that imaginary light beam coming down into your solar plexus, creating an even feel. Now let's just sit here for a couple breaths. Chin down toward the chest like this. Chin up. Down a little bit. Come up. Hands in prayer underneath the chin. This promotes the youthful neck. Tightens the neck. Don't do it too much. You may just want to come up a little bit. Then come down. Exhale. Inhale. And let's go from stretch the neck over to the side like this. Keep the shoulders even. And stretch the neck over like that. You might even want to grab on the side of the head like this. Give it a little bit more. If that hurts too much, don't do it. Where is your mind? Are you focused? Are you in the center? Come up. And you want to do a few neck rolls. Like that, like that. Bring your shoulders into it. So let's get into the flow here a little bit. And come around the other side. And then let's go into cat and cow. So we're going to go into Vidalasana and Mayurajasana. So this whole series is called Chakra Vikasana. And so again, so now this is going to work as we move into it, it's going to work our spine and open up our back and our hips. And so these are very essential exercises. I'm just going to put my cap on so I don't My hair doesn't fall on my face and cover up the whole thing. Okay. All right. So hips directly over the knees. Hands out in front of you. You can make a fist here to give you more energy. I would just put your hands flat. I'm going to put mine kind of like together, like here, something a little bit different. I like to be unique. All right. Now you can roll the toes underneath, or you can point them in back, however you want to do it. Okay. So the first step in this chakra vakasana series, cat and cow, would be the cow pose, or this would be, I think, kind of cat and dog, cat and cow. This would be the angry cat. What does the cat do when it meow? When it's ready to pounce, pounce, or it gets fearful and it's ready to snap at you. You know what cats do, especially female cats, or maybe even male cats. They have more. They're maybe a little bit more of a growl to their meow. All right, so we come down into dog pose. And actually, okay, my hips, they weren't directly over the knees there, but this would be the correct position. Blow out all the air. Inhale, look up. Round the back like an angry cat. Come into inversion, or the counter pose of that, kind of like the dog. It looks more like a dog pose. Cat. So I think the cow pose is called Betalasana. The cat, which would be this, is called Mayurajasana. And this really opens up, and by the way, it also opens up the where the sexual reproduction area is. So this kind of stimulates that down there for those of you that want to do that. Working that, and also more than even on a larger scale, it kind of opens up the pelvic area and the lower body, where we connect to the upper body, so that gets you in tune. Now, keep your mind in center. Has your mind swayed off? Have you gone to another realm? Are you already starting to have coffee now? Imagining your conversation with the rest of your fellow employees? Or are you most concerned about yourself? And let's just come up with the opposite arm, opposite leg, like that. And let's do this side. Okay, opposite arm, opposite other leg, like that. And let's come all the way down like this into Mandukasana, frog. Some people may be able to come all the way down. And this one is a very good hip opener. So we're striving to get, I might have just messed up my connection between my mic here. Striving to get our pelvis, our stomach, where our navel is, toward the floor. Some advanced people will be able to come all the way down. And this is probably one of the best openers for the lower body, down by the low chakra, which would be the Swadhisthana, which is the area of sexual and kind of like creativity, which really brings that area into focus and opens that up. Okay, and let's come out of it. And let's just come into down dog. I think I might have been a little bit off camera, I'm not sure. All right. And let's work it through like this. Back up here, try to get the heels down and back. Let's work it through into upward facing dog and back down, up into down dog. One more. Push through it and back up. Lift the right leg up, high as you can go. Bring the leg through like this to the chin, high as you can go. And down. Opposite leg, high as you can go. Up, 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 and toward the chin, and high as you can go. Okay, one more time, through the chin, knee toward the chin, up, high as you can go, down. From there, start bringing the legs apart, and let's move into Prasarita Padasana from there. Come down. More very advanced people can come all the way down, probably a little bit farther than I am right now. I'm just stopping it. Okay, we're coming right about to there. Eventually you can come to where you're grabbing your feet back, looking all the way between your legs. Lengthen through the small of the back. Put the hands on the legs to release the back. Bring the feet back together and rest the arms on to totally release the back. And from there, let's just go up into chair, kind of like this, maybe Utkatasana, which would totally work out the whole body all at once. Seated chair pose, kingship, throneship, right here. Okay, I'm coming back down, voila. All right. Okay, so let's just finish it off. And we'll do, let's see. How about, let's do one more thing. One more thing. Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend. Pose of humility, tranquility. Straighten through the back. Lengthen up through the spine, and stretch forward. Slight bend to the elbows. Exhale, breathe. Pose of humility, tranquility. This one kind of boxes you in. The very reason that it boxes you in, it makes you feel like you're confined, creates the humility. That's why they call it the pose of humility. Some people are able to go all the way down, but I want to stress the straightening of the back here. So when we start to round the back too much, it means we're going too far and you're going to strain your back. So you just want to stop to where you're at a lengthened position in your upper body. Good for hypoglycemia, anxiety, good for the lower back, stimulates digestion as well, and all of your body functions, as well as works your, you will feel your hamstrings, stretches your legs, particularly your backs of your legs, tones your whole body. Lengthen up and come into Purvottanasana, which is inclined plane. Here, this is the counter pose. You can put your hands in back. If that puts too much strain on your shoulders, put your hands facing forward. So this gives a more chest opener right here, like this. Okay, so we're pointing the fingers back all the way. You try to point the feet down, keeping the neck in line with the shoulders. You don't want to be way down here. You don't want to be too far up here. Try to keep an even posture to the neck and the head and your shoulders. So the head, chin is in line, almost parallel toward your chest. Left leg up, down, right leg up, down, up, down, up, down. And for that matter, let's just counterpose that one more time into the boat pose. So you can probably be like, hands are out like this. If you want to grab onto the feet, like this, or if you're more flexible in that area. And, come on, and release. All right. Okay, so there's one more thing before we shut off. Okay, give yourself a nice massage. Look over to your left, look over to your right, so left. So, when you go to a class, when you take yoga or you take whatever kind of training that you're doing, maybe you're taking acting lessons or singing or ballet or whatever, or yoga is kind of the study of life, so that's kind of where we're coming from today. Or weight training. Whenever you listen to the instructor, let's just call it me for now, don't try to be exactly like the instructor and do exactly monkey see, monkey do, exactamundo, because you're never going to get it. You're never going to get it. You're never going to be able to be the same as that person that you're trying to copy. So harmonize, just take the little bits of information as it envelops into you, as you embrazen, as you involve that into your system, you bring it into existence, into what they're saying, you bring it into your solar plexus. The knowledge, but not the picture. So that's how we use the science, we use the math to apply it to our inner self. The inner self comes from way up there. So imagine we talked about before, bringing the beam of light, like almost like a sting, like one of those light beams that you flash like they use in those video games. If you can imagine that, it has that glow to it, comes all the way down into the solar plexus. Like that. But never try to be like somebody else. Many people, they try to emulate the instructors or they try to emulate the politicians. They want to be like, whoever, their favorite actor, their favorite, there's many different methods in acting. There's many different techniques. You never want to be the technique, because the technique ain't going to work for you. It's only the information from the technique that you apply. Because you've already got the sense of self and the spirit. And so that from a conscious level, that stuff, all of that stuff is going to get into and it's going to imbibe. And then it's almost like how the key, when you turn on the ignition, it makes the car work. But you need the ignition, you need the little button that you push to start the car, and then everything else works. So that's kind of like what I'm talking about. But the key is not going to operate the car in and of itself. And that's many people make the mistake of copying everything verbatim and just trying to do it. We're trying to remember what to say, do this, okay, I did that, I'm reading from the script, I'm doing that. Never going to work. So once you know what to do, in a broad sense of the word, you bring that into your spirit and become the authentic self. All right, so I'm going to close out today, and let's just take a couple breaths here. Deep breath in. Straighten through the back, exhale out. Notice the feeling changes from where you were at the beginning of when you started. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feel yourself getting calmer, getting more centered. Notice the change. Are you in tune more with yourself right now? Exhale. And release. All right, have a great weekend.